right, hot data to. So this morning, let's do some refresher on some of the stuff we've already gone through. Hold on. So we've been learning family words. Oops. So we have skoy, skoy, or mother, skoy. Remember that little apostrophe above the K and the raised W? You're going to be making like a hard, but you're going to be blowing out when you do it. Skoy, skoy. We have bod, which is father. So skoy, bod, skoy, bod. And we have Kaya, grandmother, and Tsapa for grandfather. Kaya, Kaya. Remember that A makes an ah sound. And that schwa, the upside down E is called a schwa. That makes an sound. Kaya, Kaya. Then we have Tsapa. So remember that C right there? That makes like a TS sound. So you're going to be basically making like this sound. Or, oops. I always get it backwards. So you're going to make the S sound and then the C, which is a TS sound. And then you'll say the rest of it. Tsapa, tsapa. So that glottal stop acts as an abrupt stop to the word. Tsapa. So you're not going to like drag it on. You're basically just going to cut it off. Tsapa. Poos, ant, a poos. We have that upside down E, the schwa. We've got a glottal stop in front of it. Most words that begin with a vowel will also begin with a glottal stop. A poos, a poos. And then there's no capitals in Lushootseed. Si, si, a poos, si. Now that's a sound. I know it's not very pronounced when I say it. Pussy. I really have to slow it down to do it. Sometimes I drop my schwas. Pussy, pussy. Let's go to the beginning. Skoy, skoy, bod, bod, kaya, kaya, tsapa, tsapa, apus, apus, qsi, qsi. Next we have bada, bada, which is one's own child. Bada. So you've got the schwa making the sound and the a making the ah, but you've also got that glottal stop just like up here and right here. So it's gonna kind of cut short. Bada, bada, qasi, qasi, tsapa, tsapa, bada. So then we have beat bada, which is baby. Beat bada. Notice the glottal stop right here. You're going to stop when you say it, beat, and then you're going to say the rest of it, bada. But you're going to stop at the end like that. Remember, glottal stops are abrupt stops. Beat, bada. Beat, bada. So let's go through what we have. Skoy, bod, kaya, tsapa, apus, si, bada, beat, bada. So let's say we want to talk about our sons or our daughters. Si, bada, oops. Si, bada is daughter. The si right here, that's like a feminine the. So whenever you're talking about anything feminine, you're gonna si bada, whether that's a person, an animal, si bada. And then for son, ti bada. And the T is the masculine the. So tsi and T, tsi and T, tsi bada, T bada. So baby daughter. Si beat bada, T beat bada. Si bada, T bada. Si beat bada, T beat bada. Let's go to the beginning. Skoy, skoy. Remember, if you've got those floating W's, you're going to be blowing out. Skoy, bod, bod. Kaya, kaya. Stsapa, stsapa. Apus, apus. Hasi, hasi. Bada, bada. Beat bada, beat bada. Si bada, si bada. Ti bada, ti bada. Si beat bada, si beat bada. Ti beat bada, ti beat bada. Next, E should or A should. Remember those I's, they make two sounds, an E or an A. This word can be either E should or A should. When you have double vowels like that, you kind of draw it out a little bit. E should, E should. And that is family. E should. And then Yot Yalab. Yot Yalab can be either parents or relatives. Yot Yalab. So you'll notice, zoom in a little bit, that this L has that apostrophe. That's a glottalized L. So you're going to kind of stop when you're saying that. Yot. And then you'll say the rest of it. Yalab. Yot Yalab. So E should or A should. Yot Yalab. And oops. Tu Yot Yalab. This is the word we use for ancestors. Tu Yot Yalab. Similar to this word, but we've got the two in front of it. And the two refers to like past tense long ago. So like people who are no longer here. Tu Yot Yalab. Tu Yot Yalab. Let's start at the beginning. And then we're going to get into our possessives. Oops. Skoy. Skoy. Bod. Bod. Kaya. Kaya. Stsapa. Stsapa. Apus. Apus. Hasi. Hasi. Bada. Bada. Beat bada. Beat bada. Si bada. Si bada. Ti bada. Ti bada. Si beat bada. Si beat bada. Don't forget those glottal stops or pauses. T beat bada. T beat bada. They're either pauses, depending on where they are in the word. Like right here, they're kind of in the middle. But if they're at the end, they're cutting off that word. T beat bada. T beat bada. Next, E should or A should. Yot yalab. Yot yalab. And tu yot yalab. Tu yot yalab. So now we're going to get into our possessives. And we did last week, we mostly did the D for my, the odd for your, the lup or lup, oops, for you folkses, and the chush for our. So we're gonna gloss on, and we're gonna touch on these just a little bit, and then we're gonna go over to different possessives. Let's put this on. So d and odd, you'll see that they've got the little dash behind them. That means they go in front of a word. Whereas these two, you see the little dashes in front. That means they go behind a word. So see, oops, remember no capitals in Lushootseed. Seed skoy. Seed skoy. So that little dash kind of acts like a hitch, and you hitch it onto the whatever you're possessing, which in this case is the mom. So my mother. Seed skoy. Seed skoy. And you can also, oops, add the odd, which is your mom. Sadskoy. Sadskoy. So notice in this one, we say the I, but we don't really say it in this one. Seedskoy. Sadskoy. In Lushootseed, we tend to kind of drop that I off to make it blend better. We don't have that in this case, but we have, so these two vowels, we're just going to drop the I. Sadskoy. Now, you don't have to, you can keep the I and say siadskoy. That's not wrong either, so it's up to the speaker. Seedskoy, sadskoy. But remember, you got to have your C. Next, let's do the lup. C, skoy, lup. Oops. You folks' mother, y'all's mother. C, skoy, lup. C, skoy, lup. Remember, got to make that hard sound. C, skoy, lup. And then C, skoy, chush. C, skoy, chush, which is our mother. So remember, this funny looking thing right here is the barred L or the whispered L. Depends on, you know, what you want to call it. Both are right. That's a sound. So you're going to take your tongue and put it in the roof of your mouth, and then you're going to blow out. That's one that you're going to spit a lot with. So if you're spitting, you're doing it right. Si skoy chush. Si skoy chush. So seed skoy, sod skoy, seed skoy lup, si skoy chush. And sometimes to make those harder sounds, it helps to have something to drink on hand, just to keep your mouth wet. So let's do these possessives with bada, and then we'll move on to the other ones. So heed bada, be my son. Heed bada. So it's important when, depending on if you're referring to your son or your daughter, to have that T or that C. Teed bada. And then you can also Todd bada, your son. Teed bada, Todd bada. And just like up here with that I, you can either drop it or you can T-odd bada, either or. Dealer's choice. T bada lup or y'all's y'all's son. You folks' son, y'all's son. And then T badat chut for our son. So starting up here, seed skoi, sad skoi, si skoi lup, si skoi chut, teed badat, Todd badat, T badat lup, T badat chut. So just remember, when you're saying my or your, it goes in front. And if you're saying you folks's or our, it goes on back. So let's say we want to talk about his, hers, or somebody else's son that's not my or your or y'all's or our. So we have this S prefix or suffix, and that is his, hers, theirs, someone's, something, right? I'll get to the chat in a minute. So let's do T bods. T bods. Now in English, we're used to that pluralizing, but that is not what it does in Lushootseed. This means his dad, her dad, their dad, someone's dad. So how do we know who's dad? It all depends on previous context of the conversation. So let's do that. Sikayas, someone's grandmother. Tisapa. Tisapas. So let me do the definition. Someone's grandmother. I can spell. So notice you've got that glottal stop that just kind of stops it. Tisapa. And then you're going to say that S. So you're going to have that pause before you say the S. T-sapas. T-sapas. Sikayas. T-bods. T-sapas. T or C. Let's do C. Beat badas. C beat badas. Someone's daughter. C beat badas. We have chat. So people who identify as non-binary or non-gender, yeah, like Ian said, I use qui. If you're non-binary, qui. Sometimes I go by quisala. If you don't identify as male, if you don't identify as female, or wherever it is you identify, sometimes we use the qui, which depending on where it's present in Lushootseed, like whether it's in a story or if it's before someone's name or if it's before some other item, it basically means like the unknown something. But in this new age, I think we can also claim it for people who are like non-binary or gender fluid type. So let's do an example with that then. So we're going to qui badas. someone's child. You could also say someone's non-binary child. Yeah, so qui beat badats. Someone's, oops, go back, go up. So yeah, it does the same thing as C or T. It's just for either the unknown or if you don't identify. I mean, that's what I use it for. So let's go ahead and go through the S, the S possessive is what we call it. T-bods, C-kayas, T-tsapas, C-beat-badats, Qui-badats, Qui-beat-badats. So remember in Lushootseed, if you see an S on the end of a noun or whatever, wherever you see that S, that doesn't pluralize it like it does in English. This just means we're talking about his, hers, theirs, someone's, something, but it is not plural. In order to pluralize stuff, we have to do something completely different. And we'll gradually get to that, but not today. Maybe next week, possibly. Or we don't have to get to it at all. So shuffle through my papers. The next, okay, yeah, the next possessive is a T or a C or a qui if you're non-binary. And it's easier to show you how this works than to explain. It's like, let's say you want to talk about Bob's daughter. In Lushootseed, you couldn't just say Bob's daughter, right? You have to say C badat T Bob. No, it looks like Bab, but that A makes an ah sound. So T Bob. C badat T Bob. And that basically kind of translates into the daughter of Bob. So Bob's daughter, C badat T Bob, the daughter of Bob. Let's do a few more. Maria's son. T badat C. Oops. Malia. Now in Lushootseed, we don't have R's, so we replace those with L's. And honestly, if you wanted, you could just use Utsi Maria, but around here we Utsi Malia. And that retranslates back into the son of Maria. So it's interesting to kind of see how we form things in Lushootseed. Like Maria's son and the son of Maria, these are the same thing. And so either or, Tibada or Tsibada Utsi or Utsi, whoever. So let's do, we all know the word for cat, right? Peesh peesh. So Sarah's cat would be si peesh peesh Utsi or qui sala. Let's use qui. So notice I put the C in front of peesh peesh. That's because my cat's female. Si peesh peesh qui sala. The female cat of Sarah or Sala, whatever. I don't think anybody ever actually called me Sarah anymore. They always call me Sala. Si peesh peesh qui Sala. So if you're talking about someone's, child, someone's, and we're not saying it as someone, we're saying like a named person. That's when you're gonna Utsi, or Utqui. Maybe so spaced out. Oops. Let's change that. Let's do a few more. Let's see. George's family. He should or a should t chooch. And that's how we spell George, oops, in Lushootseed, chooch, which then retranslates back into the family. He should t chooch. About Henry's. I don't think we've done wife or husband. Well, we're going to do it now. Henry's wife. So the word for wife is chagwas. Chagwas. See chagwas t Hudley. And Hudley is how we say Henry and Lushootseed. See chagwas t Hudley. Or the wife of Henry. I'm going to put the Henry. See chagwas t Hudley. So let's see. Maria's husband, since we did wife already. So T East. Let's see, Malia. So notice we've got that hard C wedge. East. And that X with the raised W, you're going to be blowing out. Remember, anytime you see that floating W, you're blowing out. So chagwas, chagwas, east, east. So T east, let's see, Malia, or husband Maria. So let's go ahead and go through. I'm going to go ahead and either bold them because I want them to stand out a little bit more. Si bada ti bob. Si bada ti bob. Ti bada si Malia. Ti bada si Malia. Si pish pish qui sala. Si pish pish qui sala. Ti ishad ti chooch. Ti ishad ti chooch. And si chagwas ti Hudley. Remember that G raised W, chagwas. Si chagwas ti Hudley. And T east si Malia. T east si Malia. So let's go ahead and go back up here. Well, let's just do all these. Refresher. Oops. Seed skoy. Seed skoy. Sod skoy. Sod skoy. See skoilup. See skoilup. See skoichush. Remember that barred L is see skoichush. Teed bada. T de bada. Teed bada. Todd bada. Todd bada. T badatlup. T badatlup. T badatchush. T badatchush. Then we have the S possessive. T bods. T bods. C kayas. Remember, this doesn't make it plural. It's talking about someone, something. C kayas. T tsapas. T tsapas. C beat badas. C beat badas. Qui badas. Qui badas. Qui beat badas. Qui beat badas. Then we have the utti, utsi, or utqui. Si bada utti bob. Si bada utti bob. Ti bada utsi Malia. Ti bada utsi Malia. Si pish pish utqui sala. Si pish pish utqui sala. Ti e shud utti chooch. Or ti a shud utti chooch. Si chagwas utti Hudley. Si chagwas ti Hudley. I hope somebody actually names their kid like Hudley and Chooch, because I think that would be great. Teast east utsi Malia. Remember, you're blowing out with this one. East. Teast east utsi Malia. All right. Oops, not bad. So now let's go to some words that we were introduced to last week, which would be chud, chuh, so these are the ch words. Chud is I, chuh is you, chuh is we, not to be confused with the chuh up here. Notice this chuh has that dash in front of it, and the one down here does not, except for that, which is not attached to that. That's just to separate it. That means we. The other one is a possessive, meaning our. This one just means we. I know it's confusing. And then chill up, folks. Okay, so we also did some sentences with verbs and adjectives. So let's see. Going with how I'm actually feeling today. Wheel. Another one of those glottalized K raised W's. Wheel. Wheel. You'll be using this one a lot. It means to be tired. I use it a lot. Practically my favorite word. I'm always tired. Wheel. Remember this X with the raised W, you're going to be blowing out. Wheel. Wheel. So if I wanted to say I'm tired, wheel chud. Wheel chud. So you'll notice, let's just spell that. I am tired. We don't have a word for am, is, or anything like that. It becomes part of the verb or adjective when we use the us wheel chud. I am tired, or I'm tired. Or even in Lushootseed, just kind of straight translates, I tired. Wheel chud. Wheel chuff. Wheel chuff. Remember, make sure you're blowing out whenever you do the X with the raised W. It's non-verb, it's non-vocal, so you're not going to be making a sound. You're just going to be wheel chuff. Wheel chuff. And that is you are tired, or you're tired, or you tired. Next, wheel. Oops. Chush. Wheel chush. That is we are tired. Wheel chush. And next one. Wheel chill up. Wheel chill up, which is you folks are tired. So let's practice these. Wheel. Wheel. Wheel chud. Wheel chud. Wheel chuff. Wheel chuff. Wheel chush. Wheel chush. Wheel chill up. Wheel chill up. So what if we wanted to say Sarah's tired? Wheel see, or I'm gonna quit it today. I'm feeling the qui. Wheel qui sala. Tired. Wheel qui sala. Let's say Bob is tired. Wheel T Bob. Let's say your daughter is tired. As fuckwild sad bada. As fuckwild sad bada. Your daughter is. As fuckwild sad bada. So as fuckwild chud, as fuckwild chuff, as fuckwild chush, as fuckwild chalup, as fuckwild quisala, as fuckwild tibab, as fuckwild sad bada. Let's go on to a different word. See what I got here. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to mention this. These cho words, as you'll notice, they always come second in the sentence, unless there is none. And then you just go to the named person or whatever. But if you're saying I'm tired, that cho word has to be second. If you're saying you're tired, that chuff has to be second, and so on. So keep that in mind. All right. I did this one last week. And honestly, it's just, I think it's fun to say, so I'm throwing it back in there. Aschach, aschach. All kinds of fun sounds in that one. And that is to be sad. Yes, that big word is to be sad. So you have, let's split it up. Us, then you have chach, then you have ush, and then chach. Us, chach, ush, chach. So this X wedge is that raspy, it's like you've got something stuck in your throat and you're trying to like hawk it up. Us, chach, ush, chach. Remember, if you're spitting, you're saying it right. Us, chach, ush, chach. And this is an interesting word because we don't have just some random word that means sad. When you break it down, this us is a state of being, and it refers to an emotion. This chach is a word that means sick. So chach is to be sick. This ash is a connector, and it basically connects the chach to the chach. And the chach is the place in your chest that is your spirit and your heart and your mind, and they kind of come together right at your chest. So it's not just one thing, it's like all three of these things. And our ancestors used to be really big on taking care of your chach and would even greet each other with as chal tad chach. So this basically translates as your spirit is sick, which is kind of what being sad is. As chach, ash, chach. As chach, ash, chach. This is a good one to practice just because it really gets you spitting. So let's do some sentences. As chach, ash, chach, chud. I'm sad. As chach, ash, chach, chud. By the way, we also use this word to apologize. This is how we say I'm sorry. So if I'm saying as chach chud, I'm also not just saying that I'm sad. I could be saying I'm sorry. And I think this is unique because only your heart would really know if you're sorry. So that's the only time you would use it. There's another way to say sorry. We can do that another time though. As chach chach, or you're sad or sorry. Chach chach, as if there isn't enough spitting, let's put that chach in there for we're sad or sorry. And us, oops. You folks are sad / sorry. So, oops. As chach chach, as chach chach chud, as chach chach chaf, Tulalip. Let's do another with a named person. Hudley. Ushabond. And I almost put the Henry is sad. Henry is sad or sorry. T Hudley. So chud. Chud. Chuff. Chuff. Chalup. T Hudley. That word will get easier the more you practice it, I swear. Let's do a couple more. Teed a poos. Teed a poos. Or feed a poos, my bad. My aunt is sad. Or sorry. Seed a poos. And bods. His, hers, theirs, dad is sad. Or sorry. That is there. His, her, their dad is sad or sorry. Okay, t bods. Remember, that doesn't pluralize. It just means someone's something is something. Let's go to an action word. Let's do, remember, no capitals in Lushootseed. Softweb. Softweb means to jump. I believe there's a version of softweb that also means to kidnap, but we're not talking about doing that today. Softweb chud. I jump. Softweb chuff. You jump. Softweb chuff. We jump. Softweb chalup. Y'all jump. We all jump for ice cream. Just kidding. I have to teach you about squasab, Indian ice cream. It sounds terrible. So softweb, remember that X raised W you're blowing out. Softweb. Softweb chud. Softweb chuff. Softweb chush. Softweb chalup. So softweb teed ebots. This is a true story. My grandson jumps. Softweb teed ebots. Like he wants me to hold him while he jumps. Softweb teed ebots. Ebots is the word for grandchild. With a T, it's obviously grandson. A C would be granddaughter. You could que it to mean grandchild. We put that D in front of it for my. Softweb teed ebots. Softweb teed ebots. Let's do another one. Softweb with something that actually is known for jumping. Quetchaldi. Quetchaldi. Let me make sure, let me check my dictionary really quick because I'm wondering if that C needs to be glottalized or not. And I can't remember off the top of my head. No, quetch. Quetchaldi. There we go. Just wanted to make sure. You guys are like, what the heck are you talking about? What's a quetchaldi? It's a rabbit. The rabbit jumps. Softweb T quetchaldi. Now this word is interesting because let me break it down. Let's break it down, shall we? We have, oops, not that either. Quatch. Quatch is wild. Then we have oldie. No, we don't have that. Oldie, which is a suffix, which means it should have one of these in front because it attaches to the end. Suffix for ears. So the word for rabbit really is wild ears. Quatcheldi. Softweb T quatcheldi. The rabbit jumps. Isn't Lushootseed fun? All right, let's say George jumps just for good measure. And a named person in there. Softweb T. George jumps. So Softweb Chud, Softweb Chuff, Softweb Chush, Softweb Chalup, Softweb Teed Ebots, Softweb T Quatcheldi, Softweb T Chooch. Remember, Quatch for wild, Uldi for ears, wild ears. So the wild ears jumps, basically. So now I want to go back to what we did in our first week, which was Teat Cholbuf, Tata Cholbuf, Tool Chop, and Tool Shuck. And those are different animals. So now that we've got all this, we can talk about, we can put these animals into sentences. So, and we can continue doing this on Thursday. We probably will. Let's say our first one for Teat Cholbuf. Remember, Teat, whoops, what the hell did I do? Teat Cholbuf is small animals that are wolf-sized and smaller. Not typically animals you'd hunt, not like big game. I guess you would hunt some of the smaller ones, like you'd hunt a quatcheldi, you'd hunt some wild ears. Why not? So one of the first words we have was stiqayut, which was wolf. Stiqayut. So Talawil, oops, T stiqayut. Talawil T stiqayut. The wolf runs. Next one we had schwot, and schwot is fox. Let me take a drink. My mouth is going dry, and it doesn't function well in the Lushootseed that way. So schwot is fox. Let's see. Abush T schwot. Fox walks. So next we have chalus. Not capitalized though. Chalus. Now this is an interesting one because it basically means marked eyes. Chalus. The alus refers to the eyes, and chach or cha is referring to like decoration or markings. So chalus is raccoon, which basically like marked eyes. It's so interesting how, to me, it's interesting how our ancestors, like how these words came to be based on description. So what would chalus do? Ashad, the chalus. Raccoon is eating, probably eating garbage, right? Next we have bush chub. Bush chub is a mink. Let's do. I don't know if I want to do that one. Let's do. Let's toggle T bush chub. Oops. Which is the mink is hungry. So Talawil T Steep Hayu. Excuse me. Remember, with the glottal stop at the end, you're going to have that abrupt stop. Talawil T Steep Hayu. Steep Hayu. Abush T Schwo. Schwo. Uashla T Chalus. Chalus. Astagwa T Bushchub. Bushchub. And remember, anything with those floating W's, you're going to be blowing out. I don't think we're going to get up to all the animals on this list, but I'm going to go. Whoops, what have I done? I'm going to get through as many as I can, and the rest we can do Thursday. So next we have squat. Squat. That's a fun one to say. Let's do above C. Squat. Above, you got that hard C. Excuse me. That hard C makes a t. Remember that TS sound? Above. Above C. Squat. And above is to pick berries. Squat is a chipmunk. So the chipmunk picks berries. So yes, above, the whole word above means to pick berries. Squat, you've got that hard K raised W. You've got that barred L. It's quite a fun word to say. Squat. You got to make that T sound before you hit that barred L. Squat. Squat. Above C, squat. And you'll notice the chipmunk is a female. Call back to the owl lady and chipmunk story. Speow. Next we have Speow. Let's see, what could Speow do? Speow is coyote. He's kind of a trickster. He's kind of a jerk. He's mean. Let's just do that. Sa'adis. T Speow. Coyote is mean. Sa'adis. So sa means bad. Adis refers to your teeth. This is also how you can say like you've got like a toothache or something, or a bad tooth, but it also means mean. Sa'adis T Speow. Speow. Sa'adis T Speow. I'm not sure why it's in the dictionary as mean. I might have to do some further digging to find out why. Qual is porcupine. Qual, let's do qual. It's got that glottalized L, so you're just going to kind of stop it. Qual. Ebush. Ebush is to like wander around. So the porcupine. One time I saw a porcupine in the middle of the road. They're surprisingly larger than I thought they were. And I had to like kind of go around it because he was just kind of wandering around like he was confused or something. But yeah. I mean, I instinctively wanted to like get out and pet him because I thought he was so cool, but I knew better. Next we have Quachaldit, which we've already done. So what was our sentence for soft web T? So we're just going to use that one again. Soft web T Quachaldit. Soft web T Quachaldit is a rabbit jumps, or the wild ears jumps. Next we have batats. Batats. Let me think of let's just use etut. I was going to say slither, but I'd have to look that word up. I don't know it off the top of my head. Etut T batats. Snake. Etut T batats. You've got that hard C, remember? Batats. Etut is sleep, batzatz, the snake. And Quatad. Quatad is mouse. So, oops. What could the mouse be doing? Trying to think of a word we haven't used yet. Oh, use this one. Let's walk Bill. The mouse is non-binary. Don't assume it's gender. Qui quatad. The mouse is tired. So let's go through these again. We have our teat cholbif, talawil ti stiqayut, talawil ti stiqayut, abush ti schwot, abush ti schwot, uashla ti chalus, uashla ti chalus, astagwaf ti bushchub, astagwaf ti bushchub, abub ti skutch, sabab ti skutch, sa'adis ti spiao, sa'adis ti spiao, ibash ti quaqal. Ooh, there's like a little fly in here. Ibash ti quaqal, safwab ti quachaldi, safwab ti quachaldi. Sorry, it's a bug, I swear. Etut ti batzatz. Etut ti batzatz. And aswakwil qui quatad. Aswakwil qui quatad. All right. So we did good work today. Let's go to the beginning. All the way back up here. So we started with our family words. We got into possessives. Then we went into cho words. Oh, we got a chat. Hold on. Yeah, you can choose use qui for whatever non-binary creature you want. Or you can use T or C if you know they're male or female. Anyways, back to it. Yeah, welcome. I think we should teach everybody how to say thank you in Lushootseed. I feel like we all know how to do it, but let's go through our list first. So we did a lot of with our family words. We did possessives. We did the cho words. Got into some, little sentences, and we went back to the animals. We did a lot. It's only been an hour. It's a good hour. So we have skoy, bod, kaya, stsapa, apus, khasi, bada, beat bada, si bada, t bada, si beat bada, t beat bada, e shed or a shed, yot yalab, two yot yalab. And we have the D for my, odd for your, lup, you folkses, and chush, our. Seed skoy, sod skoy, see skoy lup, see skoy chush. Teed bada, Todd bada, T bada lup, T bada chush. We've got the S possessive, T bods, C kayas, T sapas, C beat badas. Oops. Qui badas. Qui beat badas. Then we have the utti, utsi, or utqui. Si bada, utti bob. Ti bada, utsi malia. Si pish pish, utqui sala. Ti e shed, or a shed, utti chooch. Seriously, somebody have a baby and name it Chooch. That'd be great. Si chiguas, utti hudley. And T east, utsi malia. Then we have our subjects. The cha words are subjects, which means they're the ones that do the verb to someone else. Chud, chef. Remember that X raised W is blowing out. Chef, 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 chalup, chalup. Asfaquil, asfaquil, asfaquil chud, asfaquil chef, asfaquil chef, asfaquil chalup, asfaquil quisala, asfaquil tibab, asfaquil sad badat. And then on to our sad. Aschash ashchach. Aschash ashchach. Aschash ashchach chud. Aschash ashchach chaf. Aschash ashchach chach. Aschash ashchach chalup. Aschash ashchach tihudli. Aschash ashchach seed apus. Aschash ashchach t-bods. If you're spitting and spraying all over everywhere, you're saying that word right. I just drenched my computer screen. Sick. Softwub. Softwub. Softwub chud. Softwub chuff. Softwub chush. Softwub chalup. Softwub teed ebots. Softwub teed kutchaldi. Remember kutch and uldi for wild ears. Softwub teed chooch. Then we have teet cholbuf. Teet cholbuf. Talawil tea stick hayut. Talawil tea stick hayut. Abush tis chok. Abush tis chok. Uashad ti chalus. Uashad ti chalus. Astagwaf ti bushchub. Astagwaf ti bushchub. Abub si squatch. Abub si squatch. Sa'adis ti spiao. Sa'adis ti spiao. Abe ibash ti quaqual. Abe ibash ti quaqual. Safab ti quachaldi. Safab ti quachaldi. Itu ti batats. Itu ti batats. And aswaquil qui qatad. Aswaquil qui qatad. So before we go, let's practice saying dxʷləšucid. Just thank you. And dxʷləšucid chud is I thank you. Dxʷləšucid, remember that hard T. Dxʷləšucid. Dxⵡləšucid chud. DxWləšucid chud. So that's how you say thank you and I thank you. All right, that was a lot. but we can do it. We can do anything. So I think Thursday I'll go over the rest of the animals. I'll also do refresher on like the possessives and the CHO words, of course. But yeah, I will and then we can get back into the animals again. So, and yes, I will put the I'll share the Word document. And this will be up on the Lushootseed website with the document, but I can also email it to whoever wants it. Yep, that's pretty much it. So dxʷləšucid. Thank you for your time. I hope everybody has a good rest of the day. Oi.
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 Oi.